Good morning. Bharat India Suraj Singh, civil engineer. Problems continue in this country and continue. Kashmir, dynamically burning problem, becoming a towering inferno all around world. We may avoid that. We may say that nothing is happening. We may speak anything. It doesn't make a difference. Government says something and people say something. Papers say something and news says something. Who bothers? Ultimately, problem remains problem and solution is not achieved. This has happened in relation to Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir, which has which has reached a status which cannot be controlled at this stage. We say that there is no problem. We try to hide this. Bharat did everything to try to hide this problem, conceal this problem. Government did everything. They tried to say nothing has happened because they wanted to show people everything is normal, everything is okay. You can speak, everything is okay. You can speak whatever you want to speak, but things will always speak themselves. When sun rises, people see that. You may say we are fine, everything is good, everything is okay. Speech cannot solve problems. Acts to solve problem, not speech. Even if you write speech, it will not solve them. If newspapers avoids news, it will not solve problem. If television channels hide news, they fabricate news and relay what government says, it will not solve problems. Problem is problem. Sooner or later, it shall introduce itself to you, and this has happened. 55 days have gone, it's 56 days or 57 days since 5th of August 2019. I am talking it that this is not our problem, this has become an internationalized problem. This has become a problem that everyone knows now because of our stupidity. I don't know who is advisor of this government. I don't know who is advisor of Prime Minister and what Prime Minister himself thinks about this. Why do you want to hide something when there is a problem? You have to face it, and even by saying that it's our internal problem, no problem is internal. Is age. People know about problems. If you want to say no, it's internal problem. In name of internal problem, you cannot kill people. In name of internal problem, you can say suppress and oppress the fundamental rights and right to liberty of people, because right to liberty is and right to life is a natural right above constitutional right. Even if it's constitutional, but it's natural right. You cannot kill, you cannot suppress morality of someone, you cannot suppress life of someone, you cannot kill people like this, and you can't even think to kill people. Forget killing. 5th August was a day when this is a historic day. Yes, it was a historic day when you started beating your legs, beating your feet using your, you can say, axe. You axed your legs, you axed your head, you axed your chest, and you axed your body. And this is what you did because you did not know what shall happen to that. You did not understand law of this country. You did not understand what's related to documents of this Kashmir issue, and you just did because you wanted to do that for sake of your name, for sake of election, or for sake of whatever you want to say. You have brought this people to a stage where they have become decisive to go against you. You have done that, and then you try to hide that around world. Hide it, no problem, but how can you hide sunlight? How can you hide air? You cannot hide that. You can hide your stupidity, you can hide your foolishness, you can ignore people, but time shall not ignore you. Time keeps moving. You may speak lies, you may speak truth, and truth prevails. Satyam jayate. You won't say your country is moral is Satyam Jayate. If our country is law good Satyam Jayate, and you cannot run away from that. You may speak lies, 100 lies, 1,000 lies, who bothers? But remember, one truth always defeats all lies in 1 second. You may say something else to someone, you may blame someone else, but you have to check yourself that first I am wrong, then you consider someone else to be wrong. Your approach was wrong, your attitudes was wrong, your philosophy was wrong, your destination was wrong. In fact, everything was wrong except politics. You just played politics with this issue. This issue has become a politics in your hand, and that political greed, that political avarice, that to think that you will be victorious, you will example of extraordinary achievement which you try to express show to people, has brought us to a dead spot. From where? We don't know how to lift that body from that location. There is no machine or equipment to lift that. And that is the responsibility of this country, of our people, of government particularly, because people had been kept misled. Our people were not informed what happened post 5th of August. Everything was normal. Everything has been normal. People are enjoying. People are living. People are blessing government that you have done very nicely. JNK people are blessing government. JNK people are enjoying. All people are enjoying. This was a fabrication of news everywhere. And hell with these TV channels and newsprints that they misled all news and they did not tell facts to people. But facts have come out, not at national level, at international level, which were not supposed to come out like this, would have come like, had you spoken these facts to yourself, you would have got more ground than what you have lost now. Television channels are chanting yesterday, just spoiling time. They were just talking like dogs, all these channels in their debates, that just blaming other one, not blaming yourself. They are just reflecting news as if Pakistan president shall resign. Sorry, Pakistan Prime Minister resign. This was debate yesterday. I don't understand study level, education level, mindset level of these anchors of television channels that they are saying due to this Pakistan head shall resign. My God, where you are linking this one? What Pakistan Prime Minister resignation has to do with this? Why shall he resign? And why are you worried about that? If Pakistan Prime Minister shall be forced to resign, what's your problem? I don't understand how this link is justified, that by action of by reaction of people of Kashmir, people of Pakistan, there is a possibility or there is a force working behind that military shall force this prime minister to resign. And I don't understand this logic and this statement and this chemistry between this and Kashmir. Even if he resigns or doesn't resign, why you're concerned? Why are you concerned? I don't understand. What he spoke, what he didn't speak, you have to examine that. You have to, you can say, reasonably analyze that, and that's your duty. You just do that. You analyze what your prime minister said, and you analyze what that prime minister said. Up to that extent, this is fine. This should be done in journalism. But what you are doing is extra journalism, means you are getting a negative bonus that this shall impact that. You are not worried about your own actions, you are worried about other countries' actions. And that is the problem where journalism has lost its grounds. Journalism has got no sense. Journalists are fools. Printing editors are fools, and they do not care for country. They care for just government, and they are in the force of our government, and that's the result is happening. There is no logic in these debates. Just waste of time. They are wasting their time. They are just making money. They are wasting public time, and public is electricity bill. Public is paying their monthly rent or monthly fees for these channels, and we are not getting anything after that. We are not getting return. But problem is different. Kashmir issue has nothing to do with all this. Kashmir issue is an issue because we created this issue. We made this issue. We have brought Kashmir to a stage where you cannot even say it is burning. It has burnt. It has been roasted, not even burnt. It is like a dead state, like a dead portion of this country where you cannot know, where you don't know where to go. Government is not knowing. Government doesn't know what to do. People don't know what to do. People, the rest of people from J&K are enjoying. They are dead because they are not getting any factual news. They are getting fabricated news. They are getting plotted news. They are getting fake news, and they are getting news that everything is normal. Everything is normal. No problem. Just nothing. Fine. People are being misled. But how far can you do this? Today or tomorrow or some other day, people shall come to know facts. When clouds go away and sunshine comes down, you shall know that. You cannot say, oh, nothing happened. And then what face you will have? You said America, okay, fine, thank you very much. You said something in America, I don't mind that. You praise our country, I don't mind. Question is not that you praise or no praise. Question is not that what you spoke or what Imran Khan spoke. Question is not that. Question is that facts. You created some problem. Why do you blame someone else for this? Pakistan is not your friend. Since the beginning, the entire country has not been a friend. There's nothing to talk about them. Let them do what they are doing. Why you are concerned with that? Was it not your duty to reflect this issue in international body? You are just trying to hide this, run away from that. You are a runaway country, and you are calling that you are mature people. What right you have got to run away on behalf of people? You just did not speak this issue. You know you were supposed to speak because you had taken some action. You had to justify that we had taken this action in the interest of Kashmiri people, in the interest of our country, and in peaceful interest of all world. You did not try to reflect that. You just tried to. Either your consultants or advisors are illiterate people. It appears. You are not a professional thinker. Your advisors are not professional thinkers. Government is not professional thinker because profession doesn't. This is, you can say, this is a national profession. This is a political profession. You are not understanding profession. You try to hide something which again impacted on you after this speeches were over. So what's the use of that? Then you should not have responded on that. If you have taken a stand that we will not bring this into UNO arena, but you brought that on that desk, on that UNO body, that we are going to react. Why do you react then? If you are not interested to speak about that, if you are not interested to take that into body of that, then forget it. Let someone speak whatever. Why you are there to protect, respond to that. So ignore them, ignore completely. This means you are not sure. You were not sure. You tried. You could not even anticipate what other party would do, what that country would do. Means you don't have that level of mind, that level building of mind in yourself. You don't have the built-up knowledge that you can even anticipate what there could be, you can say, other party project in. Other parties are the party. Pakistan is a different country, it's not your country. They have their different opinion. Unfortunately, you were given first chance to speak and that party was given second chance of speech. So you were lost. You could not even know what can be. This was your mistake, your error. You try to hide something which cannot be hidden, which is a fact of life, that you initiated that problem and you are trying to run away from problem. Whole world knows that you did that. Then you should have to justify that what you have done. You didn't justify that. You are talking about bank accounts. You are talking about good and bad. You are talking about the poor people. That has nothing to do with this. Everybody knows. Whole world knows what you are doing. Everybody knows there are problems in our country. There are many problems, and these problems are in every country, not in our country. But what is the meaning of that? You are just doing. We did that. Everybody knows. You are giving this time to project something for achievement in future, which you did not do. I don't know what type of prime minister he is, what type of government we have, what type of consultants we have, what type of IAS officers are there, what they are doing, how do they don't work actually. They just speak or they write for nothing, for no goal, no destination, and that's all. Our people are sleeping people. They don't even analyze what government is doing. They say, okay, but fine, it's fine, everything is fine. If you just assume everything fine, you shall suffer, you shall be at losing end always. You have to keep your minds open, your eyes open, your brain open, your philosophy open, your destination open. Only then you can reach that destination. Otherwise, no destination you will find in life. One has to be aggressive. One has to be struggling. Only then you can achieve something. If your soul is not burning, you are a dead person. In fact, you are a dead like that. You are living dead. I am stressing this. We don't have any policy. In fact, Bharat, India is void of any policy in relation to Jammu and Kashmir. They have lost their minds. They have lost their senses. And they are not like acting like international state. You are blaming others that he didn't act like a statesman. I ask you why you did not act like a statesman. Job you did in Kashmir, imposition of curfews for around 2 months, is that statesmanship? My question to Prime Minister is that statesmanship? What was your plan of action? Did you make complete plan? Did you devise what you did and how shall you complete this stage? You did not have any plan. Okay, even it should be secret, you know answer where we are standing now and where shall we go now. You have no direction at all. You have no direction. You did not study minds of Kashmiri people. You did not study what they wanted. You did not consult them. You imposed your will on them and they are not accepting that. They are not accepting. What should you do? If they don't accept it, what shall you do? Shall you kill them? You have started killing them, in fact. You have no right to. Which law gives you right in the way you acted upon? No law gives you right. No national law, no international law gives you the right. Because human rights are always about national rights. Human rights are always above international rights. Humans are humans, and no suppression of human and no oppression of human can be justified by any law existing in this world. Humans are humans. These humans come from Palestine. These humans come from Kashmir. These humans come from Syria. These humans come from Afghanistan. These humans come from Libya. These humans go to Europe. Wherever they are involved, they are always higher than national and international laws. Humanity cannot be oppressed. There is no need of any judicial officer to justify that this can be oppressed. No, no need at all, because this is a part of natural law in addition to constitutional law or in statutory law. We cannot avoid this, but we have to care of that. But we do not care of that as a country. We try to dominate, and we can do this because there's a different community other than those communities to whom we belong to. Forget community, they are our people, they are our citizens, we have to respect them, we have to regard them. There was a law with which they came to us. We did not invade them and won them. We did not have a victory on them. They came to us under certain treaty, and we have to respect that treaty. We did not respect that treaty. These people came to us under some treaty, and there were many, many more amendments after that, many, many more agreements after that. We did not respect all that. We just tried to discard all the document virtually and impose our will on them, and which can never be accepted by any respectful and dignified person or state. So we did not consider dignity, we did not consider dignified people, we did not consider self-determination people. Every person has a right to live the way one person wants to live. And we ignore that. We consider them as commodities. We can use them why we throw them. It's like that. They are not commodities. We are just blaming what Pakistan President, Prime Minister spoke there, you know. What our Prime Minister spoke. This is your prerogative, what you speak, and this Prime Minister of Pakistan prerogative, what they speak. Why are you concerned about that? You have no right to comment on that in any way. You will listen to that. You discuss accordingly, debate on it, and that's fine. Nothing else. Somebody has brought a case against him in Bihar. I think Bihar somewhere. Somebody has brought a case, an IPC case against him. What does it mean? You bring any case, people can bring case against you as well. What to do then? Is the end of life? Case has come against Modi in America. Case maybe Pakistan is some citizen impose a case on Modi. What to do then? This means democracy. You can bring, it doesn't justify anything. He spoke what he thought, and you spoke what he thought. That's it. This is you and no. Every country has the right to speak. Whatever they consider, they spoke whatever you. Why did you miss that part? To whom you are talking about accounts of poor people? What does it mean? How does it relate to you? You know, tell me. You opened how many crores of accounts in your country? How is UNGA is responsible or linked with this? This is your problem. You solve it. UNO shall not solve this problem. Other countries shall not solve this problem. If you say I did this, I provide this electricity. Okay, this is your development. You have to develop your country. Every country develops it. You have resources. You develop. This is natural, right? People have to be developed. That's why you are there. Otherwise, there is no. You should not be there. You are there to develop people. So, what external activity you achieved that you are projecting in your speech that we receive this? You speak those points which relate to others, not to you alone. That is your internal arrangement, how you deal with the people. Until human rights are not impacted upon, time international impacts have happened in Kashmir or happened in the Assam, question shall definitely come up. And you cannot stop that, and you have no right to stop that. You have to respond on that. If you cannot respond that, you are not a good government. Not at all. You must respond on that. So what I have to say, that I also heard a speech of Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, ABM Prime Minister, and also Pakistan Prime Minister. Okay, our Prime Minister said something regarding economics, he said something regarding accounts, he said something regarding, you can say, continuation of a good life and whatever you can say, that fine, that's normal, means it's nothing else. But he did not speak anything which whole world knows that he did extraordinarily on 5th of August by abrogation of Article 370, by abrogation virtually, or you can say indicatively, or you can say by impact of that instrument accession, and also removal of JNK constitution, and also avoiding so many other issues, so many other articles which people may not understand easily, which you people may not understand, because this has in that link 370 is not an independent article. If you say that, you are wrong. If PM says that, it is wrong. If a advisor to PM says it is wrong, because 370 is not an isolation, it is a part of a chain of laws. 370 is not an independent article. It is the article that is linked to its predecessors, and that is the procedure laws. Procedure laws, instrument accession. Instrument of accession is a governing document in relation to Jammu and Kashmir accessing to our country. Jammu and Kashmir as a nation, remember, Jammu and Kashmir as a nation accessing to our nation, that is instrument accession. So instrument accession has to be considered in relation to 370, because 370 is not an independent birth, it is a birth related to some other birth, and that birth is instrument of accession, which is dominating document, and that is a insertion in form of 370 into our constitution. And if you abrogate 370, means that is automatically abrogated, even if you don't abrogate that. And that is a very powerful instrument which mandates many activities, says that they are coming to this country on their own under this instrument, Indian Independence Act 1997, which required either go to this or go to that nation. One nation is India and one nation was Pakistan. Either go here or go up to you as option. So they came to us, whatever background being there, I'm not going to discuss that. They came to us, we welcomed them, and then 370 was used for that accession, because at that time when they came to us, there was no constitution of this country. It was 1947, constitution was finalized in 1950. So in 1950, this was reflected, this instrument accession in form of 370 was reflected into our constitution, and people are misled that 370 is just their land. We can do, no, this is not regarding land, this is regarding only about instrument accession, which mandates that they have come to us. They shall not accept our constitution. There is no mandate in that. It's up to them, means they are having power whether or not to accept your constitution of future time. If the constitution of Bharat India, it was up to them to select what article they accept or what article they don't accept. And land issue, that whatever land you need, that state shall allow that land on their own, not because of your demand. They will ensure that you get that land for whatever project that is there. And there are some 4 points, 4 entries in our union list or concurrent list that were mentioned in that these scopes shall go to government of Bharat to legislate, to execute, and whatever, and remaining scopes shall be with that state of Jammu and Kashmir. This is instrument accession and nothing else. All other are gossip, all other are hearsay, all other are fakeism, and this is a part of instrument of accession. You can say that instrument of accession 1947 and 370 are mutually integrated, mutually explanatory, have to be considered in integrity and conjunction, you can say, legal conjunction. And then you go to Jammu and Kashmir Constitution, which was finalized in 1956 and commissioned in 1957, notified in 1957 for complete implementation of that. We have to regard this way. That constitution says, mandates that Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of Bharat in the scope of those points which were agreed by state of J&K to be legislated by central government of this country and remaining by Jammu and Kashmir Constituent Assembly or Assembly. That is there. There are 2 places. I have gone through complete document study of J&K 1956 Constitution, which says that J&K is an integral part of Bharat India, subject to conditions already agreed and not otherwise. whatever conditions for articles were agreed to be implemented, to be adopted by GNK. On those entries, this was an integral part of this country, otherwise not, which people are not knowing. Majority of people in this country, 95 to 98% people, are not aware about these provisions, the statutory provisions or constitutional provisions, and they are just here on hearsay. And even Prime Minister is not studying documents, didn't study, his advisor didn't study, because what reason I don't know, because of a reason. But fact is that now you did something on this. You says we either abrogated 370, because there is nothing to dilute in that. In 370, there is nothing for dilution. It is clear cut. You say we are just meeting, we diluted that. No, you did not dilute that. Actually, you broke whole Jammu and Kashmir constitution and instrument of accession. You broke that completely. You see, constitutional order of president says that Constitution of India shall replace CO 48 and all. Whatever laws are applicable to other states shall also be applicable to state of JNK. This means that, which also means that 370 has gone, right? Because all laws are going to operate, which 370 says only these defined scope shall be used by government or parliament to legislate for GNK and others not. This means you remove that power from instrument accession, because you said 370, because 370 is nothing else other than this. So instrument accession is void because 370 is void, and then GNK constitution is replaced because you put your constitution onto that. There can be not two constitution for one state, only one constitution to apply. This constitution of this country. This means you have axed your feet, you're axed your leg, you're axed your head, you axe your head as well, without knowing legal implications and legal complexities and what future may say for this. I'm not a judge and I cannot give any judgment, but I'm just giving my observation as citizen of this country, and that is my constitutional right of expression to speak to people like this. And this is my interpretation and construction of these documents. And there are many more agreements which are not that of prime importance as these are. There's a Delhi agreement, and there's a Simla agreement, and there's joint resolutions. So many things are there. We cannot simply say that this is an internal matter. It is internal matter as well as this is a union matter, because union is related to offshores, and offshore countries are there, and you can say UN resolutions are there, and similar agreement is there. You cannot simply blindly say this is our internal matter. This is not an internal matter exclusively. This is an internal matter to an extent. This state is an integral part of this country, but you have rubbished that law, you have rubbished the NK constitution, you have abrogated 370, you have abrogated instrument accession, you have abrogated GNK constitution. Then on what basis you are saying this is an internal agreement? Because documents have been abrogated without any requirement to that which the government took up, and government did not have thorough study of this all chain of documents, and they missed the opportunity to talk to people, and which is really very, because people are ultimately affected. It's not state is affected, government is affected. People are always higher than constitution. You remember that, because it is people who make constitution, who draw constitution, who approve constitution. It's not prime minister, it's not chief minister, and it's not even president of this country. It is people of this country, and people of this country means people of Jammu and Kashmir are above all laws. To an extent they approve them or they reject them, just like we approve or reject when parliament approves this law. So whatever law, it doesn't mean there's a parliament or president. Ultimately it's people of this country who have delegated this authority on constitution to work for them for legislative business, and that's why people are more powerful than these authorities, these constitutional powers. My explanation is this, but people do not accept this. They do not accept this, I know. They're arrogant people. They are people who cannot analyze. They are people who cannot concentrate on these documents. Our problem is that our people do not concentrate on studies, do not concentrate on documents. They don't value them. They just want to hear something from someone and transmit it to someone else. And this chain goes on like this. I speak to you, you speak to someone else speak to someone other else, and then fourth, then fifth, and sixth, and go on. It becomes a BBC news or becomes a fake news, and whatever you say, you don't even know what's happened, and that's happened against 372, 370. We say somebody is saying it's abrogated, somebody is saying it's diluted, somebody is saying land is ours, somebody is saying sin. Means people do not know anything about that. They just keep on speak on enjoying on fakeism. This is fakeism. What I have told you, you refer to 370, you download this constitution, or you download 370 text from Google if you don't have, and if you have this copy of constitution, you read yourself, analyze it. If I am saying wrong, you can write to me, I will reply to you. Because without understanding